Hey guys! So today I wanted to do a little daily dose about love. About self-love, actually. I mean, this is a huge subject. Come here, sweetheart. Oh, go. No? Okay. And I talk about it a lot. I think, this one example I really want to explore is very specific. So the other night, I was out with a girlfriend of mine, and she was telling me a story. Gosh, I hope she doesn't mind that I'm telling the story. All right, I'll tell her before I post this. But anyway, she was telling me this incredible story that I thought was a perfect example of what we do all the time. So she's a recording artist, she's a singer, and she was recording a song with another singer who's a very famous singer. And she was telling me how she was very aware of doing this, but she didn't know how to stop doing this. She wanted that other singer to like her and to Bodhi accept her so much that she actually shrank herself, like dumbed herself down, sort of catered her voice to the other singer so the other singer could be highlighted. And in turn, she didn't get the validation she needed because she didn't have her voice heard. Her voice, her truth, wasn't being heard because she was busy catering to someone else's truth because she needed that validation and that acceptance. And so I really listened to that story and I was like, holy cow, that's what people do nonstop. And then we blame others and outside things for not getting what we need because we literally give away what we need for the love of someone else. And so I want to just shift the perspective here and offer an alternative. So I'm very sensitive. I always talk about my oversensitivity that I believe I've tamed 100% in my life and really use it now to work for me rather than against me. But a lot of people haven't mastered that yet. So here's the deal. A lot of us feel when somebody else doesn't like us, when they're jealous of us, when we're about to be rejected, we're not accepted, we're not being validated. And so what we do is we kind of change ourselves or shift so that that person will like us or those groups of friends or job or whatever it is will validate and like us. And in turn, we're actually compromising our truth. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, truth always wins. The truth is always revealed. So if you're fighting against your own truth for somebody else or something else, you will always be suffering. So I want to just offer this perspective of love. I was thinking about it, and, being married is the perfect ground for growth. So I looked at my husband and I situation recently, and I thought, gosh, it's funny because I know this man loves me more than anything in the whole world, and vice versa. But there are still times where he'll say something, and I do it too, where it'll trigger, but I realize that my triggers aren't really triggers anymore. It's just an awareness of, oh, that happened, and I let it go through me. And so this is what I want to share. Your husband or your intimate partner is the one person in the world that you always are giving and receiving love with. So I saw that if I'm actually the person that he loves most in the world, his kids too, but I'm just saying, one of the people he loves most in the world and vice versa, and this person can do things that feel unloving, meaning can say something that hurts or say something that I take personally or, whatever. I looked at that and I thought, that's also a call for love. People say things to us often or do things to us often because they're afraid of not being loved from us. So every negative that happens towards you, you can start seeing as an act of love or a call for love. It's one or the other. So I see when somebody is not accepting me or loving me or a friend is talking about me or whatever. In the past, I would see it as a hurt. Like, oh no, why? What did I do wrong? Why don't they love me? Oh no, that person hurts me. Now what I see it as is, that person is threatened by me not loving them. That person is threatened by them not loving themselves because it's something I reflect. It is always an act of love. If someone's loving you or rejecting you, it is always an act of love or a call for love. So think about that. Every time you feel that somebody is not loving you, it is a call for love that they have from themselves or from you. They need more love. So instead of reacting and kind of pushing them away or being scared, I want you to try to really embrace that and give. Start reaching out, sending loving messages, even when you feel you're being rejected, because that's what they need. It's a call for love. They always say this quote, people who are mean, be kind. They need it most. That translates in love. If someone is being mean to you, or your lover or partner is saying something that is sort of challenging you, meet them with kindness and love, and you'll see how quickly that turns. Instead of getting more rejection and more anger and more whatever it is that's happening, what will happen? It happens every time. I test it every day. What will happen is they start to soften. And it might not happen immediately. They might fight it and not want to be vulnerable, but the truth will always win. So if you're giving love in a situation where you don't feel you're getting, it will shift and you will see that person soften. You will see them start to text you back. You will see whatever it is, because it is always, at the end of the day, love or a call for love. So take that in. If you have questions or comments, go to my website below or email me, or even right underneath this YouTube. And also, you guys who have emailed me and asked for requests for Daily Dose, I am doing them. I'm sorry, it's been a little crazy. Other things have come up. But I am doing those Daily Doses for you in the next couple weeks. So please stay tuned, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Sat Nam.